We all know that Skoda's tagline is simply clever, but you'd have to be a low-level genius to work out how the new Rapid Spaceback, that's the green one by the way, fits into the rest of the current range. To make things a little bit easier, I'm going to show you all of the key differences between this new car and its saloon sibling, and then submit it to a proper Auto Express road test. So let's start off nice and slowly. This is an estate, an Octavia estate to be exact, and one of the most practical cars on the market too. This is the current Rapid, which has the body of a saloon, but it's actually a hatchback and offers a lot of space for not very much money. And finally, this is the new Rapid Spaceback, which is not an estate, but shorter than the Rapid, which has a smaller boot, but more passenger room. Hence the name. Confused yet? I know I am. In terms of exterior design, it's pretty damn hard to separate these two close siblings. And as you can see from the front, they're virtually completely identical. They've both got the new Skoda family face with the chrome grille and the separate power bulge down the middle of the bonnet, but it's round the back that you see the biggest differences. Here at the back, it's much easier to tell the two apart. They share the same 2.6 metre wheelbase, but the Spaceback is a whopping 180mm shorter, and it's lost all that length from the boot. If you come closer, you can see that the C-pillar has been extended and the higher roofline means that there is a roomier, more spacious feeling in the back for passengers at least, even though the boot is smaller. And, just to confuse things a little more, the Spaceback is also available with a style pack. That gets darker rear lights, an extended glass screen that runs down over the boot lid here, and a 2 square metre glass panoramic roof, which helps the back feel even more spacious. The Spaceback has been designed to appeal to a younger, Western European audience, so it's all about added quality and extra equipment. It gets the smart 3-spoke steering wheel from the Octavia, 4 electric window switches in the driver's door, and a new brushed aluminium effect trim on the dash. Small changes maybe, but they do make a big difference to the interior quality. Losing all that length from the body has had an impact on boot space, which shrinks from 550 litres in the standard car to 415 litres in the Spaceback, with the rear seats in place. Once you get settled down here in the back, honestly that name does start to make quite a lot of sense. I mean, there's so much room back here, it's kind of the size of what you'd normally expect in, say, a Ford Mondeo. I've got over a foot of knee room and more headroom thanks to the higher roofline compared to the fastback saloon. I know it's a Skoda, but that's probably enough about practicality. Let's find out how this new car drives. We've been lucky enough here to drive the whole range of engines. There's 3 diesels and 4 petrols, ranging from a 1.2 litre 74 brake horsepower to a 1.4 litre TSI turbocharged unit with about 118 brake horsepower, but that only comes with the option of a 7-speed automatic dual clutch gearbox. The car that I'm driving here though is new for the Spaceback. It's a lower powered version of the 1.6 litre TDI engine with 89 brake horsepower, and in standard trim it'll emit just 114 grams per kilometre and do high 60s mpg. And this particular engine is also going to be used for a green line version, which will have proper lowered ride height, even more efficiency tweaks, and that will get the Rapid Spaceback to dip below 100 grams per kilometre, which is key for company car buyers. As you can hear, if I accelerate, it's quite a noisy engine. It's rattly on startup, and if you get above a certain speed on the motorway, then you can definitely hear some noise intruding into the cabin. 0 to 62 miles an hour takes 11.9 seconds, which again is quite slow, and it does feel a little bit less pokey than the 104 brake horsepower version of the same engine. The 1.2 litre TSI version is probably the best car in the range. It comes with a 6-speed manual gearbox and just feels like a bit more of a driver's car. Some other mechanical tweaks that the Spaceback gets over its saloon cousin is a new electrical power steering system and a retuned set of dampers. They've tried to smooth over the rough ride that you get in the saloon, and to be honest, it hasn't had that big an effect. As for the new electrical power steering, well, the steering wheel is certainly a lot nicer, but I don't know if it offers any more feel than the old system did. It's accurate and it's fast, but this is not an engaging car to drive. It's kind of just functional, usable transport. The Rapid Spaceback might not offer much in the way of driving thrills, but it does do the simple stuff well, and there's something admirable about that. The driving position's really good, the pedals are all in the right place, and the control weights are all really reassuring. Now, that might not sound like much, but in a car that's going to start probably at around £14,000, that is sort of all you can ask for, really. Well, by now I'm hoping that you can all tell your fastbacks from your spacebacks and be able to tell the two of them apart when the new one goes on sale in January. But which is best? Well, Skoda reckon that around half of all UK Rapid sales will be made up by the conventional hatch, and it does feel like a more sophisticated premium product, even though it's only had a few small changes. Go for the 1.2 TSI petrol and the styling pack, and you'll have a nice little car for around £17,000.